So today I'm going to be doing the Fairy Kei tag. I know I'm kind of late to this, but I've been wanting to do one for ages and I've just not had the time, so yeah, I'm finally going to go ahead and answer the questions. I've been really looking forward to doing this, so I hope you guys enjoy the video, and if you've got any comments feel free to put them below. So the first question is, do you have any style icons? Yes, so I have a lot of style icons. People on social media, so Instagram, particularly people like Mahu Prince and a lot of the shop girls from like Spunkiss and Milklim, all of those kinds of people, not so much like celebrities but more people just on the internet sharing their style. Also I get really inspired by Haruka Kurobayashi and also Kimura Yu, the designer of Coco Kim, because I love all of her outfits and I love how she always has her pastel hair like me, so yeah, I really love those people as well. The second question, favourite stores. This is really hard. Favourite stores, I love loads of stores, so I think my number one store is probably a tie between Milklim and Spank. I'm always wearing something either by Spank or by Milklim. So today you can see this is by Spank, this is by, well, this is not a perch, but this is by Spank. So is my clip and also my shorts, which you can't see, but I'm wearing Milklim shorts as well. So they're my favourite stores. I also really like Wigo, Nail Perch, Coco Kim, Spunkiss. I love basically any stores in Harajuku or Shibuya, Ichimaru-ku are kind of my favourites. I also like independent designers from Europe like Cute Can Kill, and also from America like Holly Tea Time as well. And your luckiest thrift store find. So my luckiest thrift store find is not really so much clothing, because in the UK I think it's harder to find like Fairy Kei suitable clothes than it is in America, because in the UK we don't seem to have these kind of like pastel sweaters that they have in America. I think maybe it's just a different design or whatever, but we mainly don't have those sorts of things. So my luckiest thrift store find was actually some vintage toys, and the luckiest things I found were these 3 Generation 1 My Little Ponies, and I found them for 50p each, which is like, I don't know, like 80 cents or something, which I was just like thrilled about because they're really hard to find these days. There was this one which I believe is North Star, correct me if I'm wrong, and this one which I think is Peachy. And then my favourite of the 3 was this one, which is a boy pony, and this is Daddy Bright Bouquet from the Bright Bouquet family. And I love his colours, like he's got lavender and also like this really vibrant electric blue, so yeah, I think he's so cute. But I was just so happy to find them. I saw them on the shelf and I just walked out them like directly, like grabbed them and just kind of took them and paid for them and walked out like a zombie, because I was just like, I can't believe I found these. So yeah, they're definitely my luckiest ever. I've also had some Polly Pocket finds. I don't know if you can see the one behind me. But yeah, mainly vintage toys. So the next one is, any songs remind you of Fairy Kei? Mainly songs by Perfume and by Kiari Pamyu Pamyu, because at the Hyper Japan fashion show last summer they played songs by Perfume, and as we were walking up onto the stage, and it kind of made me feel really like upbeat and everyone was all dressed up, so those songs definitely remind me the most of Fairy Kei. How does your family feel about the fashion? So I mean, my parents kind of have gotten used to it now because I've been wearing J fashion for about 4 years now. When I first got into J fashion, I got into Sweet Lolita, which is quite a kind of different style, and it's quite like in your face quite a lot at once. And my mum wasn't very keen on it when she first saw the pictures. She thought it was a little bit strange. But then when I actually started wearing the dresses, she changed her mind, because I think she actually liked the fact that I looked nice in them and that they were really modest as well. And then, yeah, I've got more into Fairy Kei, and, you know, whenever I go to events and stuff, my parents were always just like, wow, you know, kind of just like, wow. So yeah, they're definitely not negative about it at all. And my mum likes to show people pictures of me when she goes like overseas to see friends, and she's like, look at my daughter, she wears these clothes, and everyone's like, oh, nice. And I'm just like, please. So yeah, I think, yeah, my dad's just happy that I'm being creative, and my mum kind of, you know, she enjoys it now, and she likes things like Hello Kitty, so she kind of understands where I'm coming from. But yeah, I don't think I'm going to be seeing my dad wearing Fairy Kei anytime soon, which I'm kind of glad about actually. Okay, so the next question is, what is your most treasured piece of clothing? So this is really hard for me because I feel like my whole wardrobe is treasured. This top in particular I think I really treasure because it's by the brand Spank, and it's actually really difficult to find original pieces of clothing by Spank. So I think this one is really important to me. Also, I think all of my Lolita dresses are really important to me. I guess it's not really Fairy Kei. Yeah, I think everything that I have in my wardrobe at the moment is really precious to me. I think it's important to kind of value all of your clothes, because if you kind of concentrate on like a particular brand piece, kind of you always want to wear that all the time, then you kind of lose sight of kind of being creative and trying things with the clothes that you already wear. Yeah, so I think everything's really treasured to me, but particularly this gorgeous penguin top because it's so cute and I love penguins. Tuxedo Sam is my favourite character, so when I saw this top with the penguins I was like, so yeah. Okay, so how do you react to positive comments and people that are curious about your style on the streets? So I'm always really happy when people are positive about an outfit and want to ask positive questions. Yesterday I went to a cafe with my friend and we were both wearing kind of Fairy Kei / like Harajuku street fashion, and these old ladies were really curious about what we were wearing and wanted to know more, so we kind of wrote down some little keywords for them to look up and stuff, and they were both like, oh, we used to wear like more colourful stuff back when we were young, and they were talking about like how fashion has changed. So it's nice to kind of get that support from people. Also when people just ask questions, I'm always happy to kind of try and explain. Yeah, so it makes me really happy because I want to make more people aware in this country of what Japanese fashion is and where it comes from. Yeah, so yeah, I enjoy it. What about negative comments? Negative comments, I don't know. I'm not exactly going to be like, thank you for the criticism. I don't really take them seriously because they don't, you know, they're always from people who just don't know about the fashion. They just don't know. It's just the reason that they're being negative is because it's their own ignorance. They just don't understand. So I don't really take it to heart, to be honest. If it's people on the internet saying like, your wig doesn't look right or this doesn't look right, it's like, well, that's just kind of cowardly. So, you know, these people on the street, you know, they're saying it to my face, and usually it's just because they don't understand, so it doesn't really bother me. You know, it just shows that people need to be more aware, really. So yeah, that's what it is really. So the next one is, what's the craziest outfit that you've ever worn? My outfit for Hyper Japan at Christmas was kind of crazy, like decor Fairy Kei. I had like a massive head bow that I made with like eyeballs on it, and some shoes which were covered in stickers and had like Care Bears attached, and loads of bracelets, loads of necklaces, like really colourful, had plushies around me, and that was really fun. I love doing like OTT Fairy Kei and Decora Kei, so I'll pop a picture in here. Yeah, so as you can see, it's really colourful. I am trying to kind of try more over the top Fairy Kei styles, but the only problem is it's quite difficult to try and go out and do stuff when you're wearing all of those accessories because it gets kind of uncomfortable. So yeah, but I am trying to develop more crazy outfits soon. Next question. Do you have any hobbies that could be considered Fairy Kei? Yeah, so I like makeup and I particularly like collecting things like pastel shades at the moment. I've been getting really into doing like eyeshadows. You can see I've got on today, and also like lipsticks and stuff. So yeah, makeup. I'm also really into collecting vintage toys, as you can see, particularly from the 80s and 90s, particularly in, as you can see, pastel colours. I also am really into sewing and drawing and making things from clay, kind of jewellery making. So yeah, I'm quite a creative person, and I think all of those things link into Fairy Kei. I also like playing video games, but I don't know if that's really considered Fairy Kei. I like playing cute games, so maybe, I don't know. I like fairy Pokemon. Sylveon, Azumarill, maybe, I don't know. But yeah, so how did you dress before Fairy Kei? Before Fairy Kei I dressed really normally, kind of, you know, just jeans, t-shirts, normal kind of mainstream, I guess. I got into Sweet Lolita when I was about 18 or 19, so I was wearing stuff from Angelic Pretty and also Bodyline. I used to be a massive Bodyline fan, not really anymore, but yeah, I used to really love Sweet Lolita. Then I found out more about Fairy Kei, and I thought this is a bit more wearable on a day-to-day basis for me, just because I was studying and working. So yeah, I got into Fairy Kei, and yeah, I've been into it for the last couple of years or so now. So yeah, so before Fairy Kei, I guess to have a short answer, I was kind of normal, and then Lolita. And also before that, kind of just experimental kawaii thing, which was kind of a mess. But yeah, we don't talk about that anymore. So how do you dress when you go to school? So I don't go to school, I go to work because I am 22 and I've graduated uni. So I work in an office full time. And I just wear normal business clothes, so like trousers, smart tops, dresses, normally kind of black stuff generally, just because it fits in and it's quite smart. On Fridays we have dress downs, so I try and wear kind of more toned down cute things, kind of like casual Fairy Kei, like my Milkman tops or jumpers and some like pastel sneakers. But yeah, generally pretty kind of business wear, just because I do work for a big company, so that's kind of just the way it is. What's the most expensive thing that you have bought? So probably the most expensive thing for what it is this Spanx skirt that I got from the Spanx store in Nakano Broadway last summer when I went there. And this is one of my dream pieces. The print is just amazing. This is kind of like the embodiment for me of what Pop Kei is, this style. Kind of, I feel like the print really sums it up with like the party confetti and the kind of polka dots, pastel colours. It's just such a gorgeous print. And it feels so soft, like it's really smooth and so comfy. Like it looks quite tiny, and actually it comes up to kind of just above my ribs, so it's really kind of quite a long skirt in that sense. But it's really comfy, it's quite stretchy. When I tried it on, I fell in love with it, and the shop girl was kind of like, oh, it's so kawaii, kawaii, and I was just like, ah. So I had to get it. It was about, I think, $80 or about like £50 or £60 or so. I'd say it's definitely worth it because it's just so well made and it's just a dream for me. Yeah, I think Fairy Kei is generally more affordable than other styles, but I think some pieces like this I'm quite happy to splurge on. Yeah, so that's that one. And how do people at school/work react to your outfits? So people at work, they know me as kind of the girl who wears the kind of crazy clothes or the pink girl or whatever. People are really nice about it generally. I think sometimes, you know, they just kind of look at me and they think like, oh, okay, you know, that's just what you're doing, and they kind of leave it at that. So they kind of appreciate that's what I'm into. I don't have anyone being rude or anything at all. People on my work team know me really well, and they kind of, you know, call me like princess and stuff, or like fairy or whatever. So yeah, people are really nice about it in general, which I'm lucky about. Obviously I don't wear it like full-blown outfits to work, just because I don't want to kind of scare people, and I also don't want to get fired. So what's your favourite colour combination? So my safe colour combination, there we go, is pink and lavender, or pink and lilac. I think those colours go so well together. I'm also trying to incorporate mint more, so like this top has got like mint and mint here, yeah, and kind of purple and pink as well. My rings have some mint on as well. I really like mint, and there's some people who kind of incorporate mint on a daily basis in Fairy Kei, and I think it looks really nice. So yeah, I try to wear more mint. Mint and lavender and pink go really well together. I also think that lavender, pink and baby blue, or kind of this sort of coloured blue, go really nicely. Also pale yellow, but I'm not a real big fan of yellow, so just a little bit sometimes. But yeah, mainly pink and lavender. So the final question, do you see yourself wearing Fairy Kei in the future? Yes, absolutely. I've been collecting my wardrobe for a few years now, and I'm finally in a position where I feel like I can just keep creating new outfits and kind of not get bored, and I'm really satisfied with the amount of clothes that I have in my wardrobe and kind of the pieces that I do have. So I kind of want to you know, be more creative and kind of discover new outfits and new kind of combinations. So yeah, I'm definitely still 100% invested in it. Do you mind? Don't know what's happening outside. Anyway, yes, so I definitely see myself wearing it in the future, and I think that J Fashion will always have a place in my heart, I don't know how old how old I'll be when I start wearing it, if I'm going to be able to wear it for the next 5 years or 10 years, or just depends. But at the moment my passion for the clothing and for the whole culture is so strong that I think, yeah, it's definitely going to stay with me for a long time. And I've got so many friends now in the fashion, and I feel like such a member of the community that, yeah, I definitely want to stay with Fairy Kei as long as I can. So that is all the questions. I hope you guys enjoyed this tag, and I hope it helps you kind of find out a little bit more about me and my kind of style. If you've got any questions, please leave them below, and I hope you like this video. Also please subscribe if you'd like to see more Fairy Kei and J fashion related videos. I will be uploading a kind of Fairy Kei like advice video, just some tips from when I sort of started getting into Fairy Kei and what I've kind of learned over the years about you know, how to get into the fashion and kind of what the most important things are. So I'm probably going to go ahead and put that up soon, and if you've got any questions you'd like me to answer in that video, please put them in the comments below. And yeah, I hope you all have a wonderful day. It's sunny outside and I've got the day off, so I'm going to go out and enjoy the sun. And yeah, I hope you all have a wonderful week, and I will see you all soon. Thanks so much for watching, guys. Bye!